Welcome back. And the battles between Hela versus Ghost Rider. Determining the victor in a battle between Hela, the goddess of death of Asgard, and Ghost Rider, the spirit of vengeance, is one of the most mystical confrontations. Even in their basic forms, both characters represent ultimate concepts of life and death and punishment. Hela is the embodiment of death, decay, and the right to rule souls in Norse mythology. Meanwhile, Ghost Rider is not simply a monster or a demon, but an entity created by the supreme supernatural forces of God in the universe to execute judgment and punishment upon sinners. To understand who will be the last one standing, we need to delve deep into the origins, the nature of their powers, and the laws governing the existence of each entity. In short, let us begin. First is Hela, the goddess of death. Hela, also known by titles such as the Queen of Hell, the ruler of Niflheim, and sometimes the goddess of death, is one of the most mysterious, brutal, and powerful entities in Asgardian mythology. Hela's origin stems from the union between Loki, the trickster god, and Angrboda, a giantess of Jotunheim. Her birth was the result of a forbidden relationship, and it was this that shaped her destiny as well as her personality. Odin, the All-Father of Asgard, perceived the potential threat from the children of Loki. Therefore, he banished Hela to Hel and Niflheim, the darkest, coldest, and most deathly realms within the 9 realms. Here, Hela was not only imprisoned, but also granted rulership over the souls of those who died of sickness and old age, the souls unworthy of entering Valhalla. However, Odin's imprisonment could not subdue Hela's will. She turned Helheim into her own kingdom, building a mighty army from the wraiths and nurturing the ambition to conquer Asgard. Hela's psychology is a combination of cold ruthlessness, the pride of a god, and a deep-seated resentment towards her father and brother, Thor. She does not kill out of madness, but because she believes that death is the inevitable law, and she is the keeper of that law. To Hela, all living beings are her subjects, and collecting their souls is merely the execution of her natural right. Hela possesses the physicality of an Asgardian, but amplified to a level completely different from ordinary warriors. Her skin, muscles, and bones have a superhuman density, granting her physical strength that can rival, and in some periods, even surpass Thor. She can easily lift hundreds of tons, withstand physical attacks capable of destroying an entire mountain, and move at speeds far beyond human limits. However, physical strength is only the tip of the iceberg. Hela's true power lies in the connection between her physical body and the realm of Helheim. When in Hel or Niflheim, Hela's power is infinite. She can absorb energy from this realm to enhance her physical strength, recover from wounds, and manipulate reality. Even when outside of Hel, she maintains a terrifying level of power, allowing her to duel the strongest entities in the universe. Hela's most prominent and fearsome ability is her absolute power over life and death, specifically death magic. Hela has the ability to summon, control, and manipulate the dead. She can turn graveyards into vast armies of undead, commanding them to carry out her every will. However, her power is not limited to physical corpses. Hela can directly manipulate souls. She can rip souls from living bodies, imprison them in Helheim, or torture them for eternity. Hela even has the ability to grant immortality or strip the immortality from others, although this usually requires immense concentration and consumes significant energy. In addition, Hela is a master of energy and matter manipulation. She can project blasts of necrotic energy capable of decomposing matter, causing the target to age and turn to dust in an instant. She can create protective force fields, teleport instantaneously across realms, and manipulate weather on a planetary scale. One of the most fearsome artifacts Hela can create is the Necrosword. These are weapons forged from darkness and death magic, capable of severing life itself, turning the wielder into an avatar of Hela and making them virtually unbeatable in battle, but at the cost of the corruption of their soul. Regarding immortality and regeneration, Hela is virtually impossible to permanently destroy by conventional physical means. If her body is destroyed, her soul will return to Helheim, and she will gradually regenerate her physical form over time. The bond between her soul and the realm of Hel makes her an eternal entity, only truly weakened if Helheim is destroyed, or if she is sealed by ancient magic stronger than herself, such as the spells of Odin or higher cosmic entities. However, Hela is not without weaknesses. Her greatest weakness lies in her arrogance and her dependence on her own realm. When too far from Hel, her power is significantly limited. Moreover, despite being the goddess of death, Hela can still be deceived, sealed, or defeated by enemies, possessing superior intellect and special magical artifacts. She is also frequently ruled by emotion, particularly her hatred for Odin and Thor, which sometimes leads her to make unwise decisions in crucial moments. Now we will talk about Ghost Rider, the spirit of vengeance. Johnny Blaze is not simply a human transformed into a monster. Ghost Rider is the combination of a human host and a spirit of vengeance. The spirit of vengeance is not a demon from Mephisto's hell, but an entity created by the supreme divine forces, often implied to be heaven or God, with a sole purpose: to punish the guilty and protect the innocent. When a host bonds with a spirit of vengeance, such as Zarathos, the most powerful and common spirit associated with Johnny Blaze, he transforms into Ghost Rider. The essence of Ghost Rider is an entity of judgment and punishment. The host's soul is engulfed and replaced by the fire of vengeance. This makes Ghost Rider no longer an ordinary human, but a living weapon of the supernatural forces. The psychology of Ghost Rider is a blend of the host's will and the cold, punitive instinct of the spirit of vengeance. Upon transformation, Ghost Rider becomes ruthless towards sinners, unforgiving, and driven by an absolute imperative: the guilty must pay. The physical power of Ghost Rider is one of the most mysterious and fearsome in the universe. In Ghost Rider form, his strength, speed, and durability increase exponentially, and more importantly, it has the ability to scale to match the opponent. Ghost Rider has been witnessed dueling the Hulk, withstanding attacks that could tear apart an asteroid, and even holding his own against Thor. His power has no fixed limit. It is modulated by the spirit of vengeance to ensure that he can always punish the enemy before him. However, physical strength is still only an accessory in Ghost Rider's arsenal of power. Ghost Rider's most fearsome weapon and ability is Hellfire. Unlike ordinary physical fire, Hellfire does not burn matter, does not scorch flesh, nor incinerate bone. This fire burns the soul directly. When Ghost Rider unleashes Hellfire, it engulfs the target and sears their soul, causing ultimate agony beyond all physical limits. Those burned by Hellfire feel their souls being torn apart, and if the soul is completely burned, the victim dies permanently, unable to be resurrected or saved. Moreover, Hellfire only burns the guilty or entities with malevolent intent. The innocent will not be harmed by this fire, or it may even heal their wounds. The Penance Stare is considered the strongest hack's rule-breaking skill ability of Ghost Rider. When Ghost Rider uses the Penance Stare, he looks directly into the opponent's eyes, forcing the victim to experience all the pain, suffering, and trauma that they themselves have inflicted upon others throughout their lifetime. If the victim has caused pain to millions of people, they will have to suffer the pain of those millions of people all at once in a single moment. The power of the Penance Stare is directly proportional to the amount of sin and pain the victim has sown. For brutal killers, mass murderers, or entities that have caused destruction on a massive scale, the Penance Stare can incinerate their soul instantly, turning them to ash or plunging them into a state of permanent madness. This is not a physical attack, but a law of karmic justice enforced by divine power. In addition, Ghost Rider possesses mystic chains. These chains cannot be destroyed by ordinary physical forces, can extend infinitely, and Ghost Rider can control them at will. They can bind gigantic entities, sever energy attacks, or be used as sweeping weapons. Ghost Rider also possesses a hellish motorcycle, a vehicle forged from Hellfire, capable of traversing any terrain, even scaling walls, riding on water, and traveling between dimensions. Ghost Rider is virtually indestructible physically. If the physical body of the host is destroyed, the spirit of vengeance will not die. It will separate, seek a new host, or regenerate the old host's body. Ghost Rider has been torn apart, blown up, and cast into other dimensions, but he always returns. Only special divine weaponry, ancient cosmic-level magic, or the direct intervention of creator entities can separate the spirit of vengeance from the host or permanently destroy it. However, Ghost Rider also has certain weaknesses. Although the spirit of vengeance is immortal, the human host is not. If the host is separated from the spirit of vengeance for an extended period, or if the host's mind is broken, Ghost Rider will weaken. First of all, we have a confrontation between two entities representing two different aspects of life and death. Hela is the goddess of death, an entity that governs souls and brings decay, a battle between them. If we consider pure physical strength and the ability to manipulate matter on a large scale, Hela has the initial advantage. With the physique of an Asgardian amplified by death magic, Hela can easily lift enormous weights, create storms of energy that decompose matter, and summon endless armies of undead. In a direct physical fight, Hela can overwhelm Ghost Rider in terms of area of effect damage and battlefield control. She can destroy the physical body of Johnny Blaze hundreds of times, tear him to pieces, or drown him under waves of necrotic energy. However, destroying the physical body of Ghost Rider is a futile effort. This is the first crucial point that leans in favor of the spirit of vengeance. Hela is the goddess of death. She has power over the death and souls of mortals, of Asgardians, and of ordinary living beings. But Ghost Rider is not an ordinary living being. The spirit of vengeance is an entity created by the supreme divine forces, far beyond the jurisdiction of a god belonging to a specific pantheon like Asgard. When Hela tries to use death magic to extract the soul of Ghost Rider, or tries to drag him into Helheim, she will fail. The spirit of vengeance does not belong to Hel, does not belong to Niflheim, and is not subject to the dominion of the goddess of death. If Hela destroys the body of Johnny Blaze, Zarathos will immediately regenerate the body, or the Hellfire will incinerate Hela's necrotic attacks. The immortality of Ghost Rider is conceptual. It is guaranteed by the power of its creator, something Hela's magic cannot touch. When it comes to magic and soul, the scale begins to tip decisively in favor of Ghost Rider. Hela can manipulate souls, but the Hellfire of Ghost Rider operates on a completely different law. Hellfire burns the soul, and it is especially effective against entities with malevolence or those who have committed sins. Hela, over thousands of years, has caused immense pain, slaughtered millions of living beings, and spread death throughout the 9 realms. She is the embodiment of brutality. When Ghost Rider unleashes Hellfire, it will not be blocked by Hela's force fields, because Hellfire does not attack matter. It attacks directly into the soul essence of the goddess. Hela will have to endure the ultimate agony she has inflicted upon her countless victims. It is the penance stare. This is where the difference in the nature of power becomes most apparent. In the Marvel Universe, Asgardians have souls, and Hela, although a god, still possesses a soul, and more importantly, is Hela guilty. She has caused pain to billions of living beings, devastated an entire kingdom, and tortured countless souls in Helheim. When Ghost Rider activates the penance stare and looks directly into the blazing eyes of the goddess of death, Hela will have to experience all the pain of the billions of living beings whose lives she has taken. The power of the penance stare is directly proportional to the pain the victim has caused. For an entity that has caused destruction and suffering on a planetary and multiversal scale like Hela, this strike is not just an attack, but a punishment of conceptual nature. It will incinerate Hela's soul from within, causing permanent damage that even her death magic cannot heal. Hela may be immortal within the confines of Helheim, but she cannot withstand the judgment of an entity created by the supreme being of the universe. The penance stare will force the goddess of death to taste the death and pain she has dispensed to others, and this will bring her down. Hela is a god, a high-level entity in the Asgardian pantheon, but she is still just a part of the physical and magical universe of the 9 realms. She has been sealed by Odin, been defeated by cosmic entities. Meanwhile, the spirit of vengeance is a tool of the supreme, supernatural forces, often placed at a level equal to or higher than cosmic entities like Eternity or the Living Tribunal. Ghost Rider has fought and held his own against entities like Galactus, Mephisto, and has defeated him in his own hell, and has even threatened cosmic-level enemies. The guarantee from the supreme forces makes Ghost Rider immune to most magic from lower or peer-level gods like Hela. Hela is a powerful god, a goddess of death capable of annihilating an entire kingdom and manipulating life and death within her domain. But when facing Ghost Rider, she is facing a concept far beyond her jurisdiction. Hela's death magic cannot destroy the spirit of vengeance, while the Hellfire and penance stare of Ghost Rider are lethal attacks that strike directly at the soul and sins of the goddess. Hela's immortality only applies within her own realm, but the judgment of Ghost Rider transcends all boundaries of realms. Therefore, in my opinion, Ghost Rider would be the victor. What do you think? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Thank you all very much.